Do you have a Christmas memory that
I'm wrong.
excuse me, you are rolling? Okay, good.
You know, like I said, it's kind of hard to drum up Christmas in August when it's 90-something degrees.
We won't tell him
But we won't talk. But two occasions. One is when you have kids, and it's the joy of seeing their eyes when they see the gifts on Christmas and they understand the reason for the season and those type things. That's always a real rewarding time of the year. And of course, when you were a child, it makes you think back to the waiting that morning for the presents. And my dad had a custom that you could get up as early as you want, but you didn't open any presents until he distributed the presents. And even to this day, I marvel at how they were able to manage the gifts that they gave us on the income that I knew they had. And how they did that, I don't know, but they managed to make it a real special day. And in addition to Christmas Day, there was always Christmas dinner. We always had at our house a large group of people, all the neighbors, everyone seemed to congregate at our house. And we'd had a back porch, long back porch, and a long table, and everyone would come and sit and eat. And we'd have people filter through all day long, eating. And I remember one time my mother made, I think, 18 pies for that day. And they were all gone by the end of the day. So those are pleasant memories, and even today, I always try to remember the reason that we celebrate Christmas rather than the commercial part of it. I think we've gotten more commercial about it, and starting in October and November with Christmas. And I especially like to attend church and the church services during that season, because it helps me to focus on the reason that we're able to have that. And also because I'm ex-military, I think I appreciate more the freedom that we have. That a lot of people have given a lot to pay for that freedom, and I set time aside for that. So.
Were you ever deployed overseas during the holidays?
Yes, I was thinking I was overseas 7 times during Christmas in my tour, and I had 2 tours in Vietnam, and both of those were during the Christmas period. So yeah, and I always hate that song, "I'll Be Home for Christmas." We would hear that, and we'd throw rocks at the jukebox when we'd hear that thing. But yeah, I think I was overseas 7 times during my military career. So.
Is there one that stands out?
I think the one that stands out to me is when I was wounded in Vietnam and had to spend time in the 249th General Hospital in Japan, and I spent about 9 months in the hospital, and I was in the ward there during Christmas, and that stands out for a personal reason, that it was just not a real pleasant place to be, but I got a chance to reflect how lucky I was to be there. Some people forget about how blessed they are, and they think about their comfort and that type of thing, but really I felt blessed to be there. So.
Do you have a memory of a time when you were Santa Claus?
I guess when my 2 boys were young, and I was able to dress up, and the sparkle in their eye when they would see that, I think that might be it. I wasn't a very good Santa Claus, though.
Do you have any Christmas gift that sticks in your mind that you remember? Either one that you've given or one that you received?
I think one that I received was my dad bought a bike for me, the first bike I ever owned in my life, and it was I remember it was maroon and white, and it was a Austin Flyer. What's the name? Anyway, I can't remember the name of it. Some type of flyer bike.
Flyer.
And beg pardon?
Western Flyer.
Western Flyer. Western Flyer. And I remember that, and also when my children were growing up, my son wanted a remote control airplane, and I was able to buy him that, and he crashed it on the first trial. It went up and pow!
What do you think of when you think of things that happened in El Dorado during the Christmas season? Is there anything that you particularly fond of or have a good memory of?
Well, I think the way the town approaches Christmas and the way they decorate and the functions that they have, and I worked with the chamber for many years, and in fact I headed up the parade committee, and the Christmas parade was always a fun thing. I think the last time I did it, we had 181 units in the parade, and it takes forever to get all the little beauty queens and all those people by, but the way the town celebrates and decorates is always special, and also the fact that all the churches have special programs during that period is also very moving.
What's your favorite Christmas carol?
Certainly not "I'll Be Home for Christmas," because I heard that too much, but Noel, I guess, or Leon, either one.
Is there a food that you look forward to that you get just during the holiday season?
Pumpkin pies. My mother always made pumpkin pies, and to this day I still enjoy pumpkin pies, especially during the Christmas. Yes.
Anything else that you want to? Any other memories that you want to share?
No, I think one thing that we all need to keep in mind is how blessed we are. Sometimes we get tangled up with this hurts, that hurts, this is not going well, whatever, all the scenes around the country and the violence that is in our midst, and the culture that we're in now. But even with all of that, we are truly, truly blessed to be here.
Amen. Thank you. You did great. And you walked in saying, I don't really have anything to say. I didn't think about it.